Alright everybody, welcome back. It's Friday morning, August 22nd. I'm going to do a quick one for you for SOFI. We got a nice little trade going on this week. Alright. Let's go. Alright, so we got SOFI. Okay, we got into this trade here at about 22.55. We saw this pin bar come in after this sell. We got this pin bar at the 20-day, and we knew we had some overhead resistance at about 22.75, but this pin bar was such a long tail on it, we kind of thought maybe it might. I kind of thought maybe it might want to, turn up into the weekend and maybe put in a couple of good bars at least and head into the weekend, but there's this overhead resistance as well, so I don't think that we'll get past this past Monday or Tuesday, but I do think that we're going to get a nice push up today to retest this area. Now Monday and Tuesday we may not be as strong because of the weekend. Who knows what's going to happen over the weekend. So be careful with this trade if you're in it. Remember, we got in at 22.55 on the strength of this movement here. Where is that? Yeah, this movement here. Okay, this is the 5-minute chart. I used the 2-minute when I got in it, but this is the 5-minute, which is not much different than the 2. It's just, you gotta wait 5 minutes as opposed to waiting 2, right? Alright. This is kind of chopped up, but we did get, after this bar down, 22.55, this bar here is kind of chopped up, and then there's another bar that comes down to about 22.55 also, a double bottom on the 2-minute chart. And at that point, as it was coming down to that 22.55 area, I knew that I wanted to get in, about, which was 50% of this bar, of this move here. Right, so if we take this bar and put it there. Alright. My bar was a little shorter than, on the 2-minute chart is the length of it. Anyhow, you get the point. I knew it was going to be 50% of this move up here, so I knew I wanted to jump in around there, which was about 22.55. So I had my order buy at 22.55, which got filled, and now we're up here. All right, at 23.20. Okay, so now when we open up, looks like we're going to open up above our moving averages. Looks like we're going to open up above this move. We know we're top part of the bar that we put in for that day, because this would be the whole bar move here for the day. So this is our daily bar here. Alright. We started this thing. Alright. That's kind of our bar. So we're still in the upper part of our move from yesterday. Alright, which is where we kind of want to stay. Alright. If we open up here and start to push higher, then right, we know we get our drawing. So we open up here. So we don't really want to drop below this point here. This seems to be our support area here for today, as the market opens today. Alright, this area here. Alright, so we like to stay above this 23.06 area. Maybe, if anything, come back, test it, and then go higher. Alright, and our goal for the day is to get up into this $24, $25 area. To close up there, if we close up there around $25, I had filled good going into the weekend, but I'd be nervous about holding over the weekend. So it really at this point it just depends on how I'm feeling and whether or not what I'm going to do at the end of the day. So I'm going to trade accordingly to my plan. You trade accordingly to yours. All right. So anyhow, if you want to jump in at $23 and ride this thing up $1, I mean, if you got the capital, I see this thing is going higher, and you can at least double your money. You buy $1, you probably make $2. Or if you buy a share, you probably make a share. Or how's your, like I said, your capital is, trade accordingly. But you want to use this bar here at this point now. This is where your stop is, below this bar. Unless you want to get out at the 22.5 mark of this bar, which is about 22.55. Here it's about 22.74, so maybe you want to get out there since it is Friday, and no point in risking it coming all the way down in here and then continuing to sell off on you. So maybe half of this bar would probably be enough of a risk. But like I said, it's up to you. Okay, so that's SOFI. I'm looking forward to run up to about $25 on today, August 22nd, and then hopefully we'll have a safe weekend, and then Monday come back and it's still running strong. All right, but definitely running to about 20-25 would be a good area to retest. Now remember, I'm going to say it again, that was a resistance area up there. We failed here at 25.11 and we failed here at 24.91, so be careful. Alright, so that's all I got for you right now on SOFI. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and be careful out there. These markets are crazy.